doubts, and it's very hard to say certainly this or that. There simply are too many gaps in the basis of knowledge associated with this subject matter. Now, let's try to stop that here today and establish a base of understanding on this topic where we don't anymore have to throw around dinosaurs on segways with a monocle and a top hat, because we have no idea of what's actually going on. So what is ad fraud? First off, it's a way to make millions of dollars per day, and you really have very little risk in terms of law enforcement. To our knowledge, not a single person has gone to prison or been prosecuted for vanilla ad fraud. There is affiliate legislation, of course, extensive cases, and there are cookie stuffing cases. There are many cases that have led to legal consequences. But if we just really talk about the classic ad fraud, which is probably $10 billion a year, then I do believe that right now there's very little risk of having legal consequences from doing it, even at a very large scale. Also, it's a very effective way to attack a given company's economy. We're going to see how that's especially true, or business is especially true for companies in categories that depend on advertising largely, like weak brand, fast-moving consumer good is a combination where advertising plays a very important role. So when you attack the efficiency of the advertising by using fraud techniques, then you'll actually, in effect, attack the bottom line of that company. And we can take that same technique and apply it to context of a nation or a region or area within a nation. Really anything where we can somehow say that here is an area of interest for us, and there's economic activity in that area of interest, then we can use these techniques to effectively attack the economy of that area. And it is also, very importantly so, a way to make money for funding many other malicious and often criminal activities. In addition to this, ad fraud is also related to mass surveillance schemes. It is a very effective, if not the most effective way of spreading malware, and also it's fantastic for targeted phishing attacks. So how big is ad fraud? Some say it's 10%, that's typically commercial side. Some say it's 90%, and that's typically the academic side. And we really don't know. And we really think that it's hard to say, so prefer not to say how big is ad fraud in that way. But we do know that it's somewhere between 10 and 50 billion in terms of directly lost money into ad fraud in 2015, but actually the damages are many times over, a couple of $100 billion globally probably in 2015. It's by a mile biggest cybercrime, 10 times bigger than identity theft, roughly. It's actually a top 10 international crime. And very importantly, we're going to cover that topic a little more here, is the cost to society, which is far greater than we know.